All right, this is for ELA 8. All right, we're reading about culture and belonging. In this collection, you will explore how people develop their own identity within a new culture. All right, so the word is contribute, to give or supply for a common person. Immigrate, to enter and settle in a new country. Immigrate. Reaction, a response to something. Relocate, to move to a new place. Shifting, changing attitudes, judgments, or emphasis. Background. In addition to being the author of more than a dozen novels for young adults, Jean Davies Okimoto, 1942, is a therapist. Perhaps that is why she has such great insight into the characters that she portrays. Okimoto typically writes about everyday problems and challenges faced by teenagers. Like Maya, the main character, my favorite chaperone, Maya and her family have come to the United States from Kazakhstan, a country in Central Asia that used to be part of the Soviet Union. As you read, pay attention to Maya's interactions with her family and her friends. How do these interactions help you to understand the challenges of being an immigrant in a new country? In homeroom, when Mr. Horsewell handed out the permission slip for the spring fling at the school dance, I almost didn't take one. Why should I bother when I was sure that the answer wouldn't be the same? Even though I'm in the 9th grade now, it would still be the same. No, nyet is what they say, and I don't want to hear this again. But I took the permission slip anyway. I don't know why, I just didn't shake my head when this very popular girl, Marcia Egnes, was handing them out, and even after I took one, I don't know why I didn't throw it away. Maybe I just couldn't give up hope. It's like that in America. It's a place where things can change for people. And many people seem to always have hope. At least that's how it seems to me. Maybe I was beginning to think this way too, although my hope was very small. We came to America through an international dating magazine. I don't mean that our whole family was in the magazine looking for dates. Just Medina Jakova, my aunt. Aunt Medina came to Kazakhstan after Kazakhstan broke away from the Soviet Union and things got very hard. Everyone's pay was cut, and the tenge, our money, was worth less and less. Then, my grandmother died. That was the worst part. She was the head of our family, and without her, everything fell apart. That's when Aunt Medina started reading international dating magazines. The next thing we knew, she had a beautiful photo taken of herself wearing her best outfit, a black dress with a scoop neck and a red silk band around the neck. Aunt Medina is very pretty. Mama says she looks like an old American movie star we saw named Natalie Wood, except Aunt Medina looks more Kazakh with her dark, beautiful Asian eyes. She was sent the photo to one of these magazines. In a very short time, a man from Seattle saw her picture. He started calling her, and then they would talk on the phone for hours. I guess he had plenty of money for these calls, which Aunt Medina thought was a good sign. After about 6 months, he asked her to marry him. His name was Bob Campbell, and he'd been in the Navy. He told Aunt Medina he'd never had a chance to meet anyone because he traveled so much. Oh, sorry, I lost my place. Maybe this was true, but Mama was worried. Medina, something must be wrong with this man if he has to find a wife through a magazine. Mama was afraid for her, but Aunt Medina went to America anyway and married Mr. Bob Campbell. She phoned us a lot from America, and Mama admitted she sounded okay. Medina said Bob was a lot older and had less hair than in the picture he had sent her. He was also fatter than in the picture, but he was very nice. She sounded so good. Mama stopped worrying about Aunt Medina, but then things got so bad in Kazakhstan that she worried all the time about us. Papa and Mama lost their teaching jobs because the government was running out of money. Mama had to go to the market and sell many of our things, clothes, dishes, even some furniture. When Aunt Medina asked us to come to America for the 100th time, we were running out of things to sell, and my parents finally agreed. Aunt Medina sponsored us. And not long after we got there, Papa got a job driving a cab, and Mama worked for cleaning people's houses. It was hard for them not to have the respect that they were used to from holding government teaching jobs, but they had high regard for the food that they could now easily buy at the store. 6 months after we got here, the Boeing company had moved to Chicago, and Mr. Bob Campbell got transferred there. When Aunt Medina left with him, it broke Mama's heart. Aunt Medina was the only person we knew from Kazakhstan. and it felt like our whole family had just huddled together on a tiny island in the middle of a great American sea. I looked at the permission slip, wishing there was some kind of special words I could get Mama and Papa to sign. Wishing there were some special words I could say to get Mama and Papa to sign. Around me, everyone in my homeroom was talking excitedly about the spring fling. Mama says she thinks the school is strange to have parties and even events after school when the students should be doing their homework. Ever since I've been at Beacon Junior High, the only slip they signed for me was the gymnastics team. Papa loves sports. I think he told Mama that giving permission for this activity was important for my education. It was important for my education. Sorry guys, I'm losing my place a lot today. I can't find the words to say how grateful I was that he signed the slip. The gymnastic teams is a fine, good thing in my life. I compete in all the events, the vault, the beam, the floor exercise, and my favorite, the uneven bars. I love to swing up and up, higher and higher as I fly through the air. A wonderful thing happens, and suddenly I have no worries or responsibilities. I am free. But there's another reason why I love gymnastics. Shannon Lou is on the team. We became friends when she was a teaching assistant in my ESL class. We're the same age, but she says I'm like her little sister. Her grandparents came from China, and her parents speak perfect English. Everything about Shannon's family is very American. Her mother has a red coat with gold buttons from Nordstrom, and her father cooks sometimes, even washes dishes. I couldn't believe this when I first saw it. No Kazakh man would do kitchen work. Shannon encouraged me to try out for gymnastics team, and the team meant to me more this year since I got put into the mainstream and had to leave ESL. Since I left ESL, I often felt like I'm in the middle of the game where I don't know where the players, the rules, or even the object of the game.